Hi, and welcome back to 15 Minutes with Patsy. We are on our second episode here with Kolby Cook. He's given his testimony of how God has been working on him, and we know that God has great plans for Kolby, and I can't wait to see what those plans are. Kolby, pick up where you left off.
So I ended with Seth, and so after baptism was over, all that, I started really trying to feed myself the Word. I knew I could do by the Bible because I can't sit down, I can't stay still for too long. So I decided to start watching Pastor Philip Anthony Mitchell from 2819. Bryce Crawford, which he's a kid my age, and his storm's amazing. I love it. But something about Bryce in particular made me want to do better. Seeing where he was and seeing who he's became really gave me kind of a hope that I didn't have at the time. And I guess one of the things a lot of kids my age expect is when you finally declare you want to give everything to the Lord, they expect everything just to become perfect.
Right.
It's not.
No, it's not.
The walk actually gets harder.
Yeah, it does.
And so one of the things I've taught myself is you're going to go through a season of storms. It's going to go hard. It's not going to be easy, but a storm always comes with growth.
It does.
And so I kind of had to look at life from a different perspective. I couldn't look at it as like, oh, this is happening to me, when is my life going to be better? I had to look at it, this is happening to me, how am I going to grow from it? How am I going to learn? And once I started feeding that to my mind, everything got drastically better. Now when I go through these hardships, they're not hardships anymore.
Yeah.
They're just
learning experiences.
And it's hard for somebody around my age to kind of look at it like that, because a lot of us are taught to give it to other people, talk to other people.
Yeah.
But how I handled it was just talking about it. Because a verse that sticks with me is 1 Peter 5:7. Cast all your anxieties onto him because he cares for you.
That's right.
And that helped a lot, because a lot of people think he'll only give you so much that you can handle, but he's going to give you more than you can handle.
Yeah.
And his thing that he's trying to get out of that is to make you give him those problems. He wants to help, but you have to allow him.
Yeah.
And once I started allowing him in, everything got drastically easier. It was, another to say, a miracle.
Yeah.
I didn't feel stuck. I didn't feel lost. I had hope. I started seeing things around me just whether it was friends, family, all of that. I haven't been at this much peace in forever. So I guess that's the end of my testimony.
Okay.
It's just been a good time.
Okay. Let's see. I want to go back to the day that the Sunday you were baptized on your own, not for your mom, but and just that feeling that you had to come over you. That's God and the Holy Spirit. You know that. And I wasn't able to be there that day because I was still sick, but I was told about it, and it was just like, yes, which, I'm the type of person that I get excited for other people's journeys and where they're going with God. me, I don't really get excited about my own, but I get excited about other people's because I want to see people grow. I want to see people come to know God and to learn to share. I was a couple weeks ago. I was reading in one of the books that I read on now and then, and it was talking about how evil has taken over the world, and it gave the reason. It's because God's people have failed. They've not. I'm going to include me.
Yeah.
We have failed at telling people about God and what He's done for us. I've got a very long journey that testimonies over and over again, just like you. But yeah, I'm just thankful for where I'm at. I'm thankful to see where you are at. It's been such a blessing to me to see where you were at, and your mom,
Yeah.
and your dad.
Mm-hmm.
It's every time I see him walk through the doors of the church, it's like, yes, yes, God, we know you're still working miracles, and that is a miracle. That was a miracle for you. That was a miracle for your dad. Excuse the interruption, people, but we're going to carry on. Some people don't read their text messages. But anyway, I know your mom's journey because I've been there with her. I tried to be, somebody that she could lean on. And I know that her testimony includes you being a very vital part. Because it was just you and her. And the night that I don't know if she's ever told you, she'll probably get me for telling you this if you don't already know.
I'll take the heat.
Okay. The night that you felt something was wrong and you went into her room and she was crying, she was ready to end her life.
I could read that.
Yeah. That was her testimony. She was ready to end her life because of all that was going on. But God moved you to go to her room and stop it because God had a plan. He still has a plan. Always has a plan for us. Even when you get older, like some of us here, God still has a plan for our lives. And it just thrills me to see, especially young people, because I've helped a lot of young people throughout the years, mentoring them, trying to lead them to Christ, and I do have one young lady that just after many years of drug addiction, alcohol addiction, jail, prison, just all kinds of things. She got saved at the first of the year and was baptized back then in March. And so that was a thrill for me. And like I say, and from your friends, whenever I was told that Seth was baptized that day too, I'm like, yes, God, you're drawing the young people in, which we need that. Because the older people, generations are going to be gone someday. And it's going to take the younger generations to come in and take over.
I feel like my generation especially, a lot of what we think is right is wrong. And I was a part of that.
Yeah.
We've turned things that are beautiful into things that are normal.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say I haven't did that because I have.
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people my age has.
Yeah.
So I don't want to come off as a hypocrite, but I've obviously turned something that was so beautiful into something that's not, and that's not how it should be.
Yep.
Trying to think where to go with that. I think I got my point out.
Okay, you got your point out. Okay, that sounds good. But yeah, you're right. Sin turns beautiful things into the norm, and we think it's supposed to be the norm.
It's not.
And it's not. It's supposed to be a beautiful everything. Everything was created by God, and it's all was meant to be beautiful. But like you say, we, all of us as humans, turn these beautiful things into the norm. But what we have to do is get back to seeing everything as beautiful. And we're coming close to the end. Just want to say that I thank Kolby for sharing his testimony. I'm excited for where God is going to take him. You never know. And never say never. I'm going to tell you that right now. Never tell God, no, I'm not doing that, never. Because I'm sitting here as living proof. You can argue with him all you want, but he's going to win in the end.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm just excited about it. I'm excited to see how your family is. And I know it's not perfect family, no family is, but it's come back around to being a family. And that just, God's a miracle worker. That's all I can say about it. So we're going to end this episode, and we'll see you next week.